Hello everyone. So today in this video we are going to see construction management. As we have learned definition of general management, functions of general management, types of planning in general management. Okay. So today in this video particularly we are going to see the management related to the construction activity. Okay, particularly for the civil engineering field we are going to see the management definition and functions of construction management. Okay, so management is a process of managing factors of product. Okay, we can say management is a process of managing factors of product means it may be in terms of man, machines, material, money or method for any sectors. Okay, so here management process is important in any organization. Why it is important? Even though organization have all resources, that is physical, human, information, money, time and energy, it is necessary to co-guide and work out these resource for achieving required goals and objective of the organization. Okay, so for that purpose we need the management activities. Okay, then coming to the definition of management. So here the definition of construction management is the construction management deals with the management in which group of people of different categories work together to execute the project economically without affecting the quality in a it's a well planned organized manner. Okay, so this is the definition of organization. Means different categories of people are involving here. If we are going to speak about our construction management, different categories of people means who all are involving here, from project manager to the labor, or from the skilled labor to the non-skilled labor, or from the top management people to the lower management people. These all people are work together to execute the project. One task is there. To complete that task, all these three different category people will gathered and they will work to execute or to reach that particular task with economically. Means we have to focus on our cost also with economically without affecting the quality. Means we have to consider cost, time and quality also with the different categories of people. Okay, so in an organized manner, in a planned manner. Okay, so different category of people work together to execute any task with economically without affecting the quality in a well planned organization. This is all about the definition. So why it is necessary? Construction management is why necessary? To check the wastage of material and labor. Yes, obviously if project is small, it is easy to us to check the wastage of material or labor without proper planning. If project is a large scale, what will happen? It is very difficult to us to check a particular wastages or particular labor where we are going to using it. Okay, so that time it will be required to us properly. We have to initially do the construction management planning. Okay, so for that, so next, complete the work in the shortest possible time. Obviously initially only we are going to decide the completion time of our project. So whatever the decided time is there, so within that only we are going to complete that particular task. Okay, here I am speaking about task means the task may be in terms of construction of bridges, construction of multi-story building, construction of residential building, construction of any irrigation project, construction of highway, whatever it may be. Here I am referring one task. So that task will be our project here. Okay, and to have the less construction cost. Yes, it is also very important thing. While doing any project, we have to keep in our mind that whatever the project we are executing, that project should be complete within the less construction cost. Next, we have to keep in our mind that whatever the work we are carrying or carry out in the site, that work should be meet with our the planned specification or quality of the work should be maintained. Okay, so next, coming to the functions of construction management. So planning, organizing, directing, controlling and coordinating. These are the few construction of management, functions of construction of management. Okay, so similar functions we have learnt in the general management. Here same functions will be related to the particularly construction industry or construction activities. So coming to the planning, in the planning what we are going to do? If my project is construction of 1 BHK residential building, okay, so what I am going to do? Initially I will do the planning, or I will prepare the drawing for that 1 BHK. Then after that what I will do? I will do the estimation for that building. Next I will decide the how much amount will be required for that particular building depending upon the estimated value. Next I will also assign I will also decide the time, completion time for that particular building, and what are the resource required. So resource in terms of manpower or machines. Okay, so these all things will be done in the planning. Okay, so this is the initial stage and this is the basic functions of all other remaining functions. Similar things we have done in the general management function, but here particularly we are going to speak about our construction activities. Next, after that, organizing. As we said, organizing is the structures framed by organization. Which organization is nothing but it will form the structures, means it will decide the positions. So top project manager, next after that assistant engineer, next below assistant engineer, junior engineer, below junior engineer there will be workers or foremen. Okay, like that it will decide the position in organizing. Okay, and next in coming to the directing, here in the directing whatever the position is assigned in the organizing, so for that position it will give the responsibilities or what are the activities how to do with the respective positions. Okay, all those things will be decided in the directing. If project manager is there, then project manager have to assign the work to the assistant engineer, then assistant engineer have to assign the work to the junior engineer, then junior engineer have to do the work from or have to take the work from contractor, and contractor have to take work from the workers. So like that their responsibility have been assigned in the directing. Once the responsibilities have been assigned, in the next step controlling is very important, because whatever the work you are executing, that work should match with our planned work. Okay, so quality we need to maintain according to specification and standards. We have to carry out our work in the site. So for that we are going to do the controlling for the measurement of the quality work. Okay, next coordinating. Coordinating is also very important to run the or to complete the any task or any project. The proper coordinating should be there between the lower management person to the top level management. Means if any mistakes are there, if any queries are there, if any information is need to be exchanged between the worker and contractor, that should be done properly. Then from contractor to junior engineer, that also should be in a proper way. Then from junior engineer to it will goes to the assistant engineer, then from assistant engineer to project manager. Okay, so this is the way how the people need to communicate in the site. Okay, so these all are the functions of construction management. Next, coming to the project organization. So what is the particularly project organization? First, before I start the project organization, I will tell you the project. Project is nothing but it is a particular or one activity. So the activity which start and which end at a certain time and which consume the resource. Okay, so activity which start and end with a certain time and which consume the resource, and that resource should be consumed by that activity should be within the specified limit of cost. Okay, so activity is nothing but if in a general example if I could take, so if you want to go some other places, so this will be your activity or project or any task. Okay, so for example if you want to go to the Bangalore, so Bangalore will be going to Bangalore will be your project. Okay, so initially what you are going to do, you will decide the timing. approximately how much amount will be required to me to reach that Bangalore. So that thing, two things you are going to be decide initially. Then whatever the procedure you will follow to reach that place, means that Bangalore. So what you are going to do, that will be the comes under the procedure and activity running. Okay, so it will consume the time and resource. Resource means time means it will take the time to reach from here to where you want to go there. Okay, so activity, going Bangalore is one activity, it consume the resource means resource may be in terms of time or in terms of manpower. So you are the manpower, and time taken by you to reach from Belgaum to Bangalore, so that will be your resource, time, and what, man. And one more, cost also you are going to paying. Okay, so this will be your project. I am explaining in general. Okay, what is mean by project. In particularly you are going to learn what is the project, all those things in this chapter only in the coming days. Don't worry about this thing. Okay, so coming to the project organization. So project organization definition I am going to read here. So group of persons united to achieve a common goal and defining the responsibilities and establishing the relationship with each other employees in the organization. So project organization, almost definition of project organization is similar to the construction management definition. Okay, so group of persons, the group of person in our particular in civil engineering field, group of persons means from workforce to the top management persons like project manager. So these different category of people will gather to achieve a common goal. Common goal means what is their common goal? They have to finish their project within a specified time, or they have to construct a multi-story building within the 6 months. So this is their project. Okay, and each person will have their each particular responsibilities. Okay, and they need to maintain their relationship with other employees also, means from the project manager to the lower management person like work means labor. Okay, they need to maintain the proper relationship for the proper communication purpose. So this is the project organization. Next, coming to the principles of organizing. So what is the principle of organizing? Organizing means objective, means clearly defined for the entire organization. A organization will be defined the objectives. Okay. Next, specialization. It involves a specialization is nothing but division of work. Particularly, it specifically assign the particular work to the particular person. Then coordination, whatever the work assigned to the each person, they need to communicate each other for proper or smooth running of our work. Next, unbroken of authority. Unbroken of authority is nothing but they need to, means the line of authority flows from the highest executive to the lowest managerial level. The chain of command should not be broken. Means from PM, from project manager to the workforce or labor, it should be one in the form of a chain. Whatever the communication is to be done in this site, it should be in the form of chain. Okay, means whatever the queries labor want to take, that should be taken by the contractor. Then later contractor will inform to the junior engineer, and junior engineer will be informed to the assistant engineer. Then after assistant engineer, it will goes to the project manager. Means it is in a chain form. It should not be break. Okay, so project manager cannot directly have communication with the labor like that. So it should be a proper one chain line communication. Next, coming to the responsibility. Obviously, the responsibility, whatever the responsibility is assigned for project manager is different, and for assistant engineer is different, and for the junior engineer is different, and contractor also different. So whatever the work assigned with their respective position, they have to do according to standards and specification. Means they have to fulfill their responsibility. Next, delegation. Delegation is nothing but decision level, we can say here. So decision should be made at the lowest level. Means because workers are the only persons who are going to actually see the work condition. Is it or not? Whether the construction work will be completed within the specified time or not, all those things will be predicted by the workers only. So the decision level or decision should be taken at the lower level. So unity of level command. So here unity of level command is nothing but each person should be accountable to a single superior. Obviously, if the workers who involved at the construction site, if mistake is done by any one single person, then that mistake will be accounted or gives the overall damage to the whole project. Okay, so that's why superior work should be carried out by the each person. Unity of command. Then span of control. Here is nothing but grouping must be ensured that each supervisor and manager is not overburdened with the subordinates. Okay, means assign of work or responsibility should be in such a way that no one should get burden of that particular activity or particular responsibility. And next one I can say communication also. Here I didn't mention because already we have people have mentioning again and again that communication is very much necessary in a construction field. Okay, next coming to the need of organization, why it is required. Okay, to run the means 2 points I have mentioned here. One is the project and construction. Projects will comes under the construction only. So organizing is necessary for any project because the project can be successfully completed unless each individual knows their work. The scope of the project is known to every connected to it, means everyone connect to it. Whatever the project we are starting, so that main scope, what will be the particular scope of that my project should be known by everyone, the person who involved in that particular work. Okay, and then plan and specification of any construction are to be finally converted into physical structures. Okay, whatever the plan or specification we have made in the planning stage, so that will be executed in a practical way by using the organization. So this involves the organization and coordination of all the resources required for the project. And in executing construction project, efforts of all the three wings. What are those three wings? Administration, management and organization. These are the three wings to run any project. Okay, is required. So administration laid down the general policies and the policies are executed by the manager with the help of the organization. Okay, so administration, what is the role of administration here? So administration lay down the policies, general policies, what are the policies is required to run or to complete any project, and these policies will be executed or followed by the manager. Okay, with help of organization, particular structures he need. Okay, so that gives the organization. Understand? So this all about the today video class. So in the today video class we have learned construction management definition. Okay, then functions of construction management. Next one, need of organization. Okay, next principles of construction management you can say here. Okay, so these 4 points we have learnt in the today video class. So in the next class I will tell you the different types of organization. Thank you.